A very warm welcome to Daksh and Sonam channel. Before we proceed, please subscribe and make sure that you press the bell icon so that you can get to notifications for the upcoming videos. So kids, today we are discussing NCERT chapter 4 Science of your class 6, that is sorting materials into groups. So, till now we have seen our food and clothes varieties. We have seen so many varieties in them, not just food but also in clothes. We see many varieties of objects around us, and they are made up of glass, metal, iron, various things. And what we find from them? We find that it has different shapes, means your food, your clothes, your toys all have different shapes. They have different colors and they have different uses. Now can you think of more example of materials? You can find more objects around us which are round, edible, square, and of more materials. So look at your home, look at your classroom and collect so many materials so that you can find their different shape, different colors and their uses. To this, let's play an activity and we will make two tables. First is activity 1, in which here are the objects and materials जिनसे ये बने हैं, and here are the objects like wood, paper and leather. So let's discuss. Suppose object is plate, that means your thali in which you eat. So what is thali made of? Thali made of steel, glass, plastic, any other. Your pen may be made up of metal and plastic. The chair on which you are sitting, wood, maybe metal and maybe plastic. Now on the other side we can see from wood what things can be made: chair, table, bullock cart. And from the paper, of course, your books, newspaper, toys and calendars. And from the leather material, what you made? Shoes, bags and belts. So what you find from these tables? We find we can group objects in many different ways, and an object is made up of single material. An object could also be made of many materials that we have seen, like in wood in case of paper. Okay, and now one thing, why do we need to group materials? हमें क्यों grouping कर दी है materials को? So for our answer is for our convenience to find and locate and to study its properties, because all have different properties. Materials are different, their properties, nature are different. So we will study properties of materials. Let's see an example. See, will you make a tumbler out of cloth? It would be silly now. Similarly, it would not be wise to use paper-like materials for cooking vessels. Cooking के लिए हम paper use नहीं करते, and clothes we will not use for keeping it liquid material. Why this is? Because there are different materials, and according to our use, our understanding, we use different types of materials. Here's our properties, and we will study here appearance, hardness, solubility, whether it will float or sink, and transparency of materials. Let's begin first with appearance. Appearance means how it looks, how the material वो दिखता कैसा है, and what you find with that appear. Materials usually look different from each other. wood will looks very different from iron, and iron appears different from copper and aluminium, and so on with other materials. One is also, and one of the materials through appearance is luster. Luster means shiny. In Hindi you can say chamak, means materials that have luster. We called it metals. So हमारे जितने भी metals होते हैं उनमें एक shining property होती है, that they used to shine. For example, gold, copper, iron, you will see that this type of material, they have usually a shiny property, they shine, and this type of shiny materials are called metals. Next we will discuss hardness. The hardness of material you can feel by touching them. Simply, the materials which can be compressed or scratched easily are called soft materials, and materials which are difficult to compress are called hard materials. That means from this figure you can see that here is a table, mugs and tub. They are hard to compress. आप इसे easily compress और दबा नहीं सकते, but the flower and the clothes and wool you can easily compress them. So these are soft materials. Now next is our soluble or insoluble. So collect samples of some solid substance. Like here I have taken salt, sugar, sand, jelly and wax. So collect some types of solid materials. You can also use chalk powder, sawdust. Now add a small amount of this in the water, about 2/3 with water. Take a small amount and stir the contents, each of them with a spoon, and wait for a minute. What you will find? You will find that some substances have completely disappeared or dissolved in water, and some do not disappear even after we stir for a long time. So which are disappeared or dissolved in water are called soluble materials. That means they are soluble in water, and which do not get disappeared or dissolved in water, they are called insoluble in water. See here salt in water is dissolved completely, but sand is settled down at the bottom. So this will call soluble material salt, and sand will be insoluble to water. Understand? And definitely water plays an important role in our body functioning also, because it dissolves many of the things and materials in our body, and it helps in the functioning of our body. Now we will discuss solubility in liquids and gases. Means हम liquids में liquid ही mix करेंगे, and we will find that it is going to mix it or not. So some liquids get completely mixed with water, and some form a separate layer when kept aside for some time. So here I have shown lemon water, and water is mixing with oil. Oil and lemon juice both are liquid, so we will see what is going to be dissolved and what's not. We notice that some liquids get completely mixed with water, and some others do not mix with water, and it forms a separate layer on the surface of water or at the bottom also. Similarly, the solubility of gases in water. Some gases are soluble in water, whereas others are not. One of the example is oxygen. Oxygen is dissolved in water, and it is very important for the plants and animals that live in water. From example, you can see fish. Fish live in water because there is a oxygen in water, and so it can breathe and survive. Some examples of liquids you can also see, like vinegar. Vinegar, when we mix, it mixes very well. Lemon juice, it also mixes well. But mustard oil, if you mix then with water, it forms a layer. So it is not soluble in, you can say, in water. Mustard oil. Got it? Now there is a topic, float or sink. Means float means का मतलब है कि तैरना, and sink means it settles down, मतलब वो बैठ जाते हैं अंदर जो भी objects हैं. Suppose the things which are insoluble in water, जो soluble नहीं हुए, तो what उनके साथ क्या होता है? Either they will float on surface of water or they will settle to the bottom of surface of water. In the same way, you can see dried leaves fallen on the surface of a pond. It floats, but when we throw a stone into this pond, it will settle down. So it will sink and it will float. So the dry leaves will float and the stone will sink. Similarly, see an example of a boat. Boat is floating on the surface of water and as a heavy stone got sink in water. So you can practice and do experiment with more materials, that what is going to float and what is going to sink. It is very interesting, so do the experiment. Now our next is transparency. Means how the object, when we keep in front of our eyes, what is its property, what is its transparency properties. You have seen कि कुछ materials अगर हम अपने रखें तो हम आर पार देख पाते हैं, कुछ में थोड़ा हल्का देख पाते हैं, कुछ में एकदम हम देख नहीं पाते. So on the basis of that we categorize it in 3 parts: transparent material, opaque material and translucent material. And why this transparency occurs? So when it is a transparent material are those material from which things can be seen, जिनके हम आर पार देख पाते हैं. They are called transparent. For example, water, glass, air, etc. Next is opaque. Opaque material is those materials through which we cannot see. Things cannot be seen are called opaque. For example, wood, metals, cardboard. And next is our translucent material. Means materials through which things can be seen but not clearly. हमें धुंधला सा दिखता है. That materials are called translucent material. For example, patchy paper, any painted glass. And why this happens? This happens इसकी वजह से होता है क्योंकि ट्रांसपेरेंट मटेरियल्स अलाउ लाइट टू पास. इसके थ्रू लाइट पास हो जाती है. एंड इन ट्रांसलूसेंट मटेरियल्स some light passes and so we can see partially. And opaque, the light, it doesn't allow most light to pass through them. So light अगर इससे पास नहीं होती है तो हम we are not able to see anything if we kept it in front of our eyes. And let's understand with some examples. You must have seen that shopkeepers usually, what shopkeeper does, they prefer to keep biscuits, sweets and other eatable transparent containers of glass or plastic so that buyers can see and buy it. Similarly, we see an example of opaque material. That opaque material, what it does? Here is an example of apple. Through apple we cannot see anything. And translucent material, there is a patchy paper, oily paper you can see through which, and painted glass through which we can see partially but not clearly, but we can see things but not clearly. Here we comes to the end of this chapter. So let us discuss some keywords through which you can summarize, you will be summarized of this chapter. What we have studied here, we have studied many materials and their properties through which they were soft, some were soluble or insoluble, and some have luster. Understand? Remember, some are opaque, some are rough, transparent material. These are words we have studied in this lesson. Thank you for the watching, and please subscribe, and if you like anything in this video, so please press a bell icon and press like button of this video. Thank you. We will meet in our next video. Thank you.